Welcome back to our channel, Immortal News. Today, we are here to remember and honor the irreplaceable talents in the entertainment world whom we've sadly lost recently, including those who departed on this July 14th. In the second half of this video, we have heartfelt tributes to these unforgettable individuals, so we invite you to stay with us throughout. Before we begin this journey of remembrance, we would be deeply grateful if you could gently tap the like button. This small yet significant gesture helps us enormously in continuing to share these poignant tributes with all of you. Number 11, John Nettleton, a distinctive presence in British television and theatre. John Nettleton, esteemed British actor renowned for his portrayal of Sir Arnold Robinson in the BBC's political satire Yes Minister and its sequel Yes Prime Minister, has passed away at the age of 94. His death was confirmed by his agent Scott Marshall Partners on July 14th. Nettleton carved out a distinguished career, becoming a household name through his politically nuanced roles on the small screen. In addition to his iconic part in Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister, aired in the 1980s, he also played the Tory MP Stephen Baxter in The New Statesman from 1987 to 1989. His versatile acting prowess saw him appearing in detective dramas such as Midsummer Murders and Foyle's War, and the medical series Casualty. Not just confined to television, Nettleton was a renowned theatre performer, gracing the stages of the Royal Shakespeare Company, London's Old Vic, and the National Theatre. His performances, particularly in Alan Bennett's adaptation of The Wind in the Willows and Harley Granville Barker's The Voysey Inheritance, received critical acclaim. Survived by his wife Deirdre, 3 children, and 5 grandchildren, Nettleton's passing marks the end of a remarkable career that spanned decades and had a profound influence on British television and theatre. Tributes to John Nettleton. Number 10. André Watts, an unforgettable maestro of the piano. André Watts, an American classical pianist par excellence and esteemed professor at the Jacobs School of Music of Indiana University, passed away on July 12th at the age of 77 due to prostate cancer. Watts emerged as a leading figure in the world of classical music over 6 decades, performing with major American orchestras and delivering a breathtaking repertoire centered on Romantic-era composers such as Chopin and Liszt. He nurtured his talent and made his breakthrough at 16 when he played at a young people's concert. His riveting performance, full of theatricality reminiscent of his idol Franz Liszt, drew national attention. Later, Watts successfully filled in for the ailing Glenn Gould, securing his place as a virtuoso pianist of exceptional talent. In 1964, Watts won a Grammy for Best New Classical Artist, and his legacy was cemented further when he was elected to the American Philosophical Society in 2020. A committed educator, Watts also devoted a significant part of his career to nurturing new talent at Indiana University. His legacy is characterized by an incredible passion for music, dedication to his art, and commitment to education. Watts's musical journey, which took him from the classrooms of the Philadelphia Musical Academy to the most prestigious concert halls in the world, will continue to inspire aspiring musicians for generations to come. Tributes to André Watts. Number 9. Chris Garland, a journeyman of English football and resilient spirit. Chris Garland, the former English footballer known for his tenacity on the field and resilience off it, passed away on July 13th at the age of 74. Garland had an accomplished career in football, playing in all 4 divisions of the Football League and earning a cap for England at under 23 level. Starting his professional career at Bristol City in April 1966, Garland later moved to Chelsea in 1971 for £100,000 playing in the 1972 League Cup final. His journey continued with Leicester City in 1974, before returning to Bristol City in November 1976. Despite the club's dramatic decline, Garland demonstrated his unwavering loyalty by accepting a termination of his contract for half the amount due in 1982, but still remained at the club for another season. Off the field, Garland battled multiple personal challenges, including Parkinson's disease, financial difficulties, and addiction issues. However, his indefatigable spirit prevailed, with Garland going on to coach at Yeovil Town and manage Minehead. He also worked as a bookmaker's clerk and insurance salesman during his later years. Garland's resilience serves as a reminder of the often unseen struggles faced by athletes off the field. Garland is survived by his second wife, Ruth, his ex-wife Patricia, their 3 children, including his daughter Jessica, a former England netball international and current head coach of the England national netball team. Tributes to Chris Garland. Number 8. Bill Reynolds, a resounding voice in sports journalism and lifelong sportsman. The world of sports journalism mourns the loss of Bill Reynolds, a beloved columnist for the Providence Journal, who passed away at 78. A significant figure in Rhode Island sports, Reynolds spent nearly 4 decades delivering compelling narratives and providing insightful commentary on sports stories. A high school and university basketball player, Reynolds' passion for sports extended far beyond his writing. His long-running column, For What It's Worth, was a rich tapestry of sports stories and cultural observations, highlighting his deep-rooted connection to the local community. Beyond his celebrated column, Reynolds authored several impactful books, including Hope, A School, A Team, A Dream, and Born to Coach, co-written with Rick Pitino. He joined the Providence Journal in 1981 and later transitioned to the sports department, a move he embraced with delight. Reynolds' retirement came in 2021, but his influence in sports journalism persists. His genuine enthusiasm for sports resonated in every piece he penned, marking him as an iconic figure in sports journalism. His loss is deeply felt. Tributes to Bill Reynolds. Number 7. Sam CUTLER, the rock and roll ringmaster behind iconic bands. Sam CUTLER, the charismatic English tour manager for some of the most renowned acts in rock history, such as the Rolling Stones and Grateful Dead, passed away from cancer on July 11th in Brisbane, Queensland. He was 80. CUTLER served as a linchpin in the rock and roll scene, playing pivotal roles in shaping the careers of these iconic bands. CUTLER, an honors graduate in contemporary history from the Open University, and a qualified teacher from the University of Cambridge Institute of Education, started his career in the music industry with Black Hill Enterprises. As stage manager and master of ceremonies, he worked on numerous 1960s gigs in the UK and Europe, collaborating with Pink Floyd, Eric Clapton, the Rolling Stones, and Alexis Korner, among others. He is often credited with introducing the Rolling Stones with the phrase, "Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest rock and roll band in the world, the Rolling Stones." After the infamous Altamont Free Concert incident, CUTLER became a vital figure for the Grateful Dead, taking on multiple roles as their tour manager, co-manager, agent, and confidant. He organized several of the Dead's significant appearances, including the 1970 Festival Express Tour of Canada, the Summer Jam at Watkins Glen, and the 1972 European Tour. CUTLER's legacy lives on in the annals of rock and roll history, not just as a manager, but as an influential figure who guided 2 of the world's biggest bands through some of their most critical moments. His devotion to the industry and his unwavering support for the artists he worked with were second to none. Tributes to Sam CUTLER. Number 6. Alan Morrow, a resilient champion and Heart of St. Kilda Football Club. Alan Garner Morrow, a highly esteemed player of the St. Kilda Football Club and a hero of the historic 1966 Grand Final, passed away at the age of 86 on July 13th. Morrow served as the oldest and longest-tenured member of the Saints, always the one to be depended upon. In 1965, despite having his dream of playing in the Grand Final shattered by a serious foot injury in the first 10 minutes of the match, Morrow never let his side down. His career at St. Kilda was marked by 163 games and 151 goals, positioning him as a pivotal ruck player. Despite regularly conceding height to opponents, Morrow's resilience and fighting spirit on the field left a permanent mark in the hearts of many. Off-field, Morrow's life was shaped by his close friend and fellow player Lindsay Fox, who convinced him to leave his dangerous foundry job and work with him, spanning a 38-year career from 1963 to 2011. This transition was a testament to Morrow's adaptability and desire to thrive under adverse conditions. As we remember Morrow's life, his dedication to the game, his resilience, and his heartwarming charisma serve as an inspiration for current and future generations. The legacy he left behind reflects the principles he lived by: honesty, loyalty, and unwavering commitment to his team and fans. Tributes to Alan Morrow. Number 5. Joe Campbell. A tenacious competitor and Super Bowl champion Joe Campbell, a former NFL defensive end remembered for his indomitable spirit on the football field, passed away at the age of 68 on July 9th. Campbell was the number 7 overall pick in the 1977 NFL Draft, selected by the New Orleans Saints. His NFL career included stints with the Saints, Oakland Raiders, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Campbell's crowning glory came in the 1980 season when he helped the Raiders secure a Super Bowl title. His tireless efforts in the sport culminated in his induction into the Delaware Hall of Fame in 1992. Campbell's life was a testament to his resilience. In 2007, he endured a severe bike accident that left him with significant injuries, including a head injury. Despite these challenges, he recovered, though he continued to grapple with physical issues and memory loss. According to Delaware Online, Campbell was found deceased in Florida after going for a hike, with a cardiac incident likely the cause. The Raiders confirmed his death, stating, "The Raiders family mourns the passing of Joe Campbell. The thoughts and prayers of the entire Raider nation are with the Campbell family at this time." Throughout his career, Campbell was admired for his grit, determination, and prowess on the football field. His legacy in the world of football, particularly as a Super Bowl champion, will be remembered for generations to come. Tributes to Joe Campbell. Number 4. Alice Pushkin, a resolute voice of artistic dissent in Belarus. Alice Pushkin, a renowned Belarusian artist known for his staunch opposition to the authoritarian leadership of Alexander Lukashenko, has died under mysterious circumstances in prison at the age of 57 on July 11. Pushkin utilized his art as a form of political protest, often portraying Lukashenko in a negative light. Notably, he depicted Lukashenko in hell, surrounded by riot police on a church fresco in Bobr. In 1999, Pushkin demonstrated his rebellious spirit by overturning a dung cart at the entrance to the presidential office in Minsk. This act led to a 2-year sentence. He continued his political activism and was arrested again in March 2021. He received a 5-year sentence for inciting hatred and desecration of state symbols. Pushkin's passing under unclear circumstances in the Grodno prison has left many demanding an investigation, including exiled Belarusian opposition leader Sviatlana Tsikhanouskaya, who said, "It is clear that Pushkin has become another tragic victim of the Lukashenko regime." The boldness of Pushkin's political statements, his courage to resist an authoritarian regime, and his unwavering commitment to freedom of expression have secured his place in history as a beacon of dissidence in Belarus. Tributes to Aleš Pushkin. Lisa Marie Presley passed away from complications related to weight loss surgery. Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of rock and roll legend Elvis Presley, died at the age of 54 on January 12, 2023. According to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner coroner's report, Presley's cause of death was complications stemming from a weight loss surgery she underwent years ago. Presley, who followed in her father's footsteps into the music industry, was born on February 1, 1968, in Memphis, Tennessee, and passed away in Calabasas, California. On the day of her death, she reportedly suffered a cardiac arrest at her home and was transported to the hospital where she later died. A post-mortem examination revealed that Presley died due to a small bowel obstruction, a known long-term complication of bariatric surgery, which she had undergone in the past. The obstruction was reportedly caused by adhesions that developed after her weight loss surgery. Despite complaining of stomach pain earlier in the day, no further indications of what may have caused her medical issue were given. Bariatric surgery, also known as metabolic surgery, is typically reserved as a treatment for people who are very obese, usually those with a body mass index of 40 or more, when other weight loss methods have failed, or when serious conditions may improve due to weight loss. Presley, the sole heir of music legend Elvis and his wife Priscilla Presley, started her music career in 2003 with her debut album, To Whom It May Concern. The album charted in the top 10 on the U.S. Billboard album chart, as did her second album, Now What, in 2005. In her personal life, she was known for her marriages to singer Michael Jackson and actor Nicolas Cage. She was the mother of 3 daughters, including actor Riley Keough, and twins Harper and Finley Lockwood. She also had a son, Benjamin Keough, who passed away in 2020. Presley was laid to rest at Graceland, her childhood home, and the current museum and shrine dedicated to Elvis Presley. Following her death, a legal dispute over her estate arose between her mother, Priscilla, and her 2 eldest children. The issue was settled in May 2023. Now it's time to remember the legends who passed away in the past years. Number 3. Jeff LABAR, an icon of glam metal and pillar of Cinderella's legacy. Jeff LABAR, best known as the guitarist for the glam metal band Cinderella, died at the age of 58 on July 14, 2021. His death was confirmed by his son Sebastian, though the cause remains undisclosed. LABAR joined Cinderella in 1985 and was instrumental in the band's success, contributing to their debut album, Night Songs, released in 1986. The album's single Nobody's Fool reached number 13, and the album itself peaked at number 3 on the Billboard 200. Their sophomore album, Long Cold Winter, featured their biggest hit, Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone, further solidifying their place in the glam metal scene. In addition to his work with Cinderella, LABAR also released a solo album, One for the Road, in 2014. Beyond his musical talent, LABAR's contributions to Cinderella and the wider music community will be remembered fondly. His bandmates said in a statement, "Heavy hearts cannot begin to describe the feeling of losing our brother Jeff. Those memories with Jeff will be forever alive in our hearts." LABAR's enduring legacy in the glam metal scene is testament to his unique talent and passion for music. His memory and music will forever live on in the hearts of his bandmates, fans, and family. Tributes to Jeff LABAR. Number 2. Pernell Whitaker, a master of defense and icon of boxing. Pernell Whitaker, one of the greatest defensive boxers of all time, passed away tragically in a car accident at the age of 55 on July 14, 2019. Widely recognized for his incredible defensive skills, Whitaker's presence in the boxing world was one of dominance and skill, with many of his opponents struggling to land a hit. Whitaker, affectionately known as Sweet Pea, was a champion in 4 weight classes: lightweight, junior welterweight, welterweight, and junior middleweight. His boxing career was marked by an array of accomplishments, including being elected to the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2006 and winning a gold medal as a lightweight at the 1984 Olympics. After retiring in 2001, Whitaker turned to training others, sharing his boxing insights and experiences with the next generation. Despite personal disputes in recent years, his youngest son, Devin, remembers him as a cool guy. Pernell Whitaker's legacy in the boxing world is profound, marked by an unbeatable defense and an unmistakable talent that dominated the boxing ring for over 2 decades. His contribution to the sport will always be remembered, and his skill will continue to inspire future generations of boxers. Tributes to Pernell Whitaker. Number 1. William Hart, a melodious maestro and a luminary in R&B. The golden era of R&B music mourns the loss of one of its shining stars, William Hart, lead singer and songwriter of the renowned group, the Delphonics. Hart passed away on Thursday at the age of 77 from complications during surgery in a Philadelphia hospital. Born and raised in Philadelphia, Hart's prodigious talent shone brightly in local bands before he formed the Orphonics, later renamed the Delphonics in 1964. Hart, known for his melodic creativity, was the driving force behind the group, composing 18 of their 20 charting singles between 1968 and 1974. The Delphonics, under Hart's leadership, achieved remarkable success with their debut single, La La Means I Love You, reaching number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 Singles chart. It was later covered by legendary artists like Prince and Booker T and the MGs. The Sweet Soul Group also made a significant mark with songs such as Didn't I Blow Your Mind This Time?, a Grammy-winning performance that was later covered by greats like Aretha Franklin. Hart's contributions extended beyond the Delphonics. The music industry witnessed a renaissance in the 90s and early 2000s when his songs were sampled by hip-hop artists such as Ghostface Killah, Notorious Big, and Missy Elliott. Hart attributed his longevity in the industry to his faith, a clean lifestyle, and a commitment to producing clean music. His love for music and his unique talent has left an enduring imprint on the R&B genre. Tributes to William Hart. We kindly ask you to honor the lives of these remarkable individuals by showing your support and appreciation. Please like this video and continue watching as we pay respect to the legacies they've left behind.